I am no longer married and I'm divorced. I met the parents. They asked me, hey, what do you do for a living? I had to tell them I'm a musician. Then they said, hey, you have a degree? I said, I don't have a degree. My ex-wife parents did not speak to me for 2 years.
This is usually the time where we wind it down, but not tonight, because we're watching a guy who got divorced over a children's card game. No, we're only 5 hours young. We've got one more video to watch.
Who is Bunty King?
This guy got divorced over a children's card game. I needed to watch this. People said this to me today, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be really big into Yu-Gi-Oh! That was like a big thing for me growing up. I had like a resurgence after college. I bought a bunch of fucking cards again. Had a bunch of, I played Cyber Dragons at like a local tournament in the last like 4 years, at least once, right? I used to go to like sneak previews with my friends and get cards early and stuff. I watched this is the only anime. Like Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon are the only animes that I ever watched. Always the dub. I watched the 4Kids special. I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan back in the day. He lost his pot of greed in the divorce. Man, this is going to be good. So by the way, this is coming from the YouTuber Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. It was posted 2 weeks ago, only 100,000 views. So the other drama guys who aren't as in the know wouldn't know this exists, but we're going to watch it today.
I need to say this, and I'm going to say it straight out.
Bro, I thought this was going to be Team AP. I'm sorry, never mind. That's a bad joke to make right off the bat.
I am no longer married and I'm divorced. This is not what this big.
Oh my god.
I really like
Team APS. Yeah, no, I was making a joke. One time I saw some video where they were making fun of Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTubers, and they took a picture of Team APS and they just put like a Brazzers logo on top of them, and that was the whole joke because it's like a channel of like 5 black guys. So they were making a joke that they were like, you know, the picture where it's like the 5 black guys surrounding the girl.
It was about, but there's something that you guys need to know.
Dude, this guy got divorced and he's like, bro, this video is gonna bang. I can't wait. Dude, getting divorced is super based. Because like when you get divorced, it's not like, I mean, obviously it sucks. And like if you have kids, it's way harder. But like when you get divorced, you just go and like fly across the country or something, or go and fucking like buy a car. Or like, you have to do like, you have like 30 years of pent up fun that you can just go out and do. This guy's gonna buy so many cards with this divorce, if he got to keep any of his money.
When I met this woman...
Are you a Max C abuser? It was limited to 1 when I played. I think everybody played a copy of it until it was banned. Oh no, is it limited to 1? Is that OCG or TCG? I forget. No, it was at 3 in the OCG. It was at 1 here. And everybody threw 1 in their deck just in case.
And I told her about my Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff.
Wait, what? Hold on.
When I met this woman, and I told her about my Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, she hated it. She didn't like it.
Then why did you marry her? I understand if it's just like your hobby. Like, if I marry somebody and they don't like pinball, that's like an acceptable thing. You're a successful Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTuber with 100,000 subscribers who probably does this for like a pretty significant amount of income, right? Like you're probably making a decent amount of money from this channel. What am I gonna do? Like this is like, I dated a girl and she doesn't like streaming. It's like, well, that's what's paying our bills, so you better start, I guess.
She said that
he can only afford the knockoffs now. Like, if he just buys from the OCG, everything's cheaper because they don't try to like every card that's good. The OCG they find out is like a meta reliable card gets printed here as like a secret rare and costs $100 at launch. They fucking rape the American Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Hey, you could do something better with your life. You should go back to school. So you know what I did back in 2016? 17, 16?
Oh, 2017, 16 might be like before the YouTube channel took off. Because when I was watching, it was like Yugi No, Simo, Team APS. Who's the other guy? Simply Unlucky. Like those were the big Yu-Gi-Oh channels. So I'm not really familiar with this guy.
I said, you know what?
Team Samurai X1. Yeah, he went bigger though.
Maybe she's right.
Farfa. Yeah, Farfa.
And you know what I did? I sold all my equipment. I sold my YouTube channel. I sold all my
You sold your fucking YouTube channel? Bro, this pussy must have been out of this world.
camera
Bro, that's insane. There is not a fucking vagina on earth that I would sell my YouTube channel for.
stuff. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it is time to
Bro, you better have like a lot of income if you're gonna be doing that.
move on. Maybe it's time for me to do something better with my life. Not knowing that at that time,
Bro, imagine quitting your dream job to date somebody because they said that your hobby sucks.
what I had was very special. At that time, something that I chose to do, YouTube, I had something going on. Even though I had some drama and stuff going on before and I shut down my channel a few times, I had something that I completely gave up. I gave it up because someone said, hey, you know what? Maybe it is time to move on. You got to do something better with your life. There's got to be something more for your life. And I sold all my...
Did he have a plan for the future? It sounds like he was trying to go back to college to like rebuild his entire life for some woman. Dude, I gotta be honest with you. This is some like real Nick DeOrio advice right now. If you're going to like change the way you are or do anything for a fucking woman, that is like so stupid. You need to be doing this thing for yourself. You want to go to college, you want to have a different job, you want to change your fucking trajectory of your life, you should go do it. But if you're doing it just because some woman wants you to do it, or some guy if you're gay, obviously, or like some partner to please your partner because that's what your partner wants, it's not fulfilling for you. You're not doing anything for you. You're just a slave to somebody else. That's not really your, like, it's not what you want. It's you want to not lose somebody, so you're willing to subject yourself to potentially like torturous bullshit that you weren't even invested in. You have to put yourself first and ignore any. Don't be a project for somebody else to come in and fucking fix. All right, be yourself. If you got shit to work on it for reasons that matter to you. But don't let yourself become a doormat and become somebody else's project. Because the second they fix you, they're moving on.
stuff for a woman.
Because the fixers don't settle. They fix, and then they go and they fix other people. And if you're broken forever, they get bored.
And she's no longer here. And this problem persists.
And you should gamble.
She told me at that time, hey, you want to meet my mother? You need a car. Because I didn't have a car at the time. I was doing YouTube. I was working from home.
Okay, that's not a nuclear take.
I didn't need to drive anywhere. Yes, YouTube is
like, if she was like, listen, man, you smell like shit, because 99% of like Yu-Gi-Oh players smell like shit. There was actually a rule that was put in for YCS tournaments that if you smell too bad, you could be disqualified from the venue and you'd be forced to leave. Like, if that's it, like, hey, you don't have a car, you just sit around with your friends eating potato chips and playing Yu-Gi-Oh all day. If this is going to work, you have to do X, Y, and Z. I could see it from like that perspective. But, yeah, destroying your hobby, deleting everything, quitting the entire, like changing the entire trajectory of your life is way too much.
I did for a living. It's how I paid my bills. And I was street performing also. How did I street perform? I just catch the bus 20 minutes.
Like, I've been to Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments before. There are just some people, it's not like a race thing. They're like white dudes do this too. They just go to these events because I guess they're like depressed or whatever, or they just let themselves go or whatever. And they just don't wipe their ass. And they just smell like shit. And they've smelled like shit for so long, they just have absolutely no idea that they smell. Like, if you're around a pet or something and the pet has a smell, you don't even smell it anymore. But when people come over, they comment on it, right? Like, for people who have dog shit and cat shit all over their fucking house or whatever, they get used to those smells, right? These people get used to the smells of their own body odor. They don't shower. They don't brush their teeth. Their tooth rot in their mouth. It's like an entire fucking community of Asmongold's, okay? That's what happened. And it's not everybody. It's not everybody at all. But there's a certain sector of that group or whatever where they just come in smelling like shit. They got shit on their ass. All right, and they sit down and they're like, I'm going to play the smelliest card game of my life. And the problem with this is, like, if you want to be disgusting in your own home, but kids play this fucking game, dude. And I never use that. But, like, if a fucking 10-year-old comes down to sit across because you've been paired against them in a YCS, against a guy who smells like a fucking urinal, caked in shit, all right, that's fucking gross.
Minutes down the street, played my horn, went home. I never needed a car. But when I met this woman, you have to go back to school. You have to exercise. You have to get your degree. You have to do something better with your life. Even though I explained to her, this is what I chose to do. A woman comes in your life and try to tell you the plan that you chose for your life is wrong. And out of love, I choose to say, you know what? Maybe she's right. And I took a chance. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give this up completely. Like, for good.
Dude, he's talking about his fucking passion like it's alcoholism. This is not healthy.
Sold the channel to Jobber. Sold all my stuff.
Wait, he sold it to Jobber? I forgot that guy even existed. He's a good dude, right? Is he still a good dude?
Tried to go back to school multiple times. There's some... I don't want to say that I can't finish school, but it certainly feels like I can't. I don't know what it is. And every time I talk to people, they just think that everything I say is just an excuse. You are a grown man. You are an adult.
Some people aren't made for school. Yeah, there are people who aren't made for school, especially with like just learning disabilities and stuff. Dude, there is no fucking harm at all whatsoever in pursuing a trade. I know plenty of people who didn't go the college route. They did a trade school or something, and now they're plumbers. They're making good money, and they're doing cool stuff. You know what I mean? Some of these guys work for themselves now. They got really good at what they do. There's no harm in doing that either. There are options for people who don't want to do a 4-year school or even a 2-year community college thing.
A person? Who is Bunty
It's
King?
like no one
Nicholas
can
DeOrio?
see it from my perspective. It's like I am always wrong. When I study, what I do? I fall asleep. What do they say? Hey, you're lazy. You're procrastinating. You're choosing not to do this. And I'm like, that's got to be something wrong with me. When it comes to school, studying, and staying on task and staying focused, I just can't do it.
And there's no harm in admitting that. So, like, this guy didn't do good in school, so his wife left him?
And I try, and I go back to school, and I pay all this money, and I pay all this money, and I pay all this money, and I fail, and I fail, and I fail, and I fail. Music.
What if he has an actual learning disability? I mean, it sounds like he does. I mean, if he's putting his best foot forward and he's not just fucking off and he still can't succeed, maybe he has a learning disability. Not like his wife would care.
Has always been there for me, and I've always been great at it. People say that, hey, they try to test me. They say, hey, you know music, right? You know this person? No. Do you know this person? No. You know this person? No. Well, how are you a musician? I also get people say to me, hey.
Wait, you went to college for music?
What key is this in? I say, I don't know. Like, well, they say, well, how are you playing? How are you a musician? How do you play so well? I am not the type of person who is book smart or knowledgeable. I don't know.
What's crazy is this guy's probably a fucking tank at Yu-Gi-Oh, which takes like intense amounts of like card knowledge. Like he's probably really good at Yu-Gi-Oh, which like, it's so funny, dude. Because like you have to have some level of like, because you're saying like, well, he's slow or something like that. He can't be slow. If he's good at the game, he's not slow.
things. But I know how to do things. I know how to
Believe me, if this guy wins a tournament, he's not slow.
do things physically in a creative way. I'm not a type of person who
Sounds like he's an autodidactic, a didactic learner. I think I know what that means, but I never heard the term before.
retains things and hold on to things, who can read a book and then take a test, pass it, and go on. That's not me. I am a creative-minded person. Anything that involves creativity, I can do, at least to some degree, where people are like, wow, you do it so well. You ever thought about going to school? No, I tried. It doesn't work. So, this is all tying together. I met the parents. They asked me, hey, what do you do for a living? I had to tell them I am a musician. I couldn't tell them I was a street musician. I am a musician. Then they said,
man, why the fuck are you why would your girlfriend date you knowing you're a fucking street musician and then ask you to lie to her parents? Just, if you're not compatible, just find another guy. Why do you ruin this guy's life?
hey, you have a degree? I said,
God, that's
I
so fucking insulting, dude.
don't have a degree. My ex-wife parents did not speak to me for 2 years and told her not to marry me because I don't have a degree.
What is this, a job application?
What does that make? So I give up this YouTube thing. I give up my entrepreneur thing.
It's like a fucking Family Guy skit. It's like, why are you no doctor?
I try to do something that's not innately a part of my strengths at all.
And you married her anyway, though. There's some agency to be had for this guy. Like, my wife's parents hate me. My wife thinks I'm pathetic and asks me to lie about my profession.
Because I'm thinking I'm in love.
I mean, these are
do something
adults,
for
yeah.
somebody to prove something. And this continues on through the marriage.
Dude, never be this fucking desperate, bro. I get it. It's probably it's not. It's if you're coming from like a if you're getting up there or whatever, it's probably difficult to just start navigating relationships and stuff like that. Like if you put off too much time getting accustomed to it. But like there are people out there for you, man. There is hope. You don't have to settle like this.
She says, hey, you need to find a hobby. I'm like, oh, let me play Yu-Gi-Oh again. So last December, last year, I start my channel up again. I buy my channel back from Java. Like, oh, she gave me the okay to go into a hobby. You know,
My wife gave me the okay to go play Yu-Gi-Oh
she
again.
said, you're spending too much time playing those cards. It's either the cards or me. She literally said that.
What is Bunty
you
King
just
to
said
you?
I need a
A person?
hobby. I get into
Who
a
is
hobby,
Bunty
and now
King?
you said I'm doing it too
Nicholas
much.
DeOrio?
What is it? What do I do? She says, why are you into those cards so much? I said, hey, I need
I don't
to
know,
make
because it's putting the fucking money on the table. It's putting the like you're eating the money that I need to be spending right now on a new I don't fucking know.
video about something.
Fucking new needle fiber, dude.
And I haven't played this card game for 2
Alky Fibrax, is that still banned? I remember fucking trying to get a Firewall Dragon at the fucking sneak preview, and I got it.
years, on and off. How can I make a video for my subscribers about something I have no knowledge of? And I try to explain it to her, but she don't get it. She thinks it's just cards you pick up and you just play like Uno. It's not that way. Every 3 months, a new set come out, new stuff come out. I can't make a video about something if I don't know what it's about. I can't start my channel back up and just start making videos.
I mean, to be clear though, Simo has his whole series. I forgot what it's called. It's like
I don't respect you.
Simo has a whole series where he goes back and he discusses like each individual set that released in like the entire history of Yu-Gi-Oh. So he himself doesn't have to purchase any cards. He just films himself talking about the impact it had on like the metagame and all the different like I don't know. I saw a couple episodes of it like a really long time ago, right? You don't actually have to dump hundreds of dollars in to become a Yu-Gi-Oh content creator, but ripping packs will get you there the fastest. That DZeef guy was really cool too.
I have to be in it. I have to learn about it and learn.
Meta-analysis breakdowns, yeah. It was called like the Completion series or the something series.
On. So she hated those cards. She literally cried because of those cards. And people say
This
hey,
reminds me of like when people would be like, my mom says I can't have Yu-Gi-Oh cards because they have the devil on them. The devil's cards are the Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
priorities, man. It's your wife or you
The
know
history of oh god, you said MBT. I thought you said like, I thought it was Mad Black Entertainment. Wasn't that somebody who was fighting with Tipster? I think I know who MBT is on Yu-Gi-Oh too. I just don't remember his full name, like a full name or whatever. The history of Yu-Gi-Oh series. No, it was before that. This is gonna bother me. I'm gonna look this up really fast. I like how if you like literally run forward, the game just keeps running you forward until you like stop, and then if you set your sprint again, it'll just go. Oh, what was going before? Maybe I just have stick drift. Let me see. I don't know why I'm even looking this up right now. This is it.
All right, Raren. So,
God, he looks so different now. He posted a video 2 weeks ago called I'm Not Doing So Well. 42 minutes? What the fuck, dude? The Yu-Gi-Oh channel's got so much drama. Why is Simo not doing so well? The Progression series. That's what it's called. The Progression series. He did it twice. I thought it was something with a C. It's called the Progression series. So like how the game progressed over time.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But then I'll be back at that point where I'm giving up things that I like,
all right, Raren.
things
So,
that's a part of my life for someone else
all right, Raren.
to feel happy. And I feel miserable in the process. I'm sitting there watching all these YouTubers come out and make videos and do all this stuff.
Oh
They travel.
no, he has ulcerative colitis. That's so
I'm
sad.
like, that's what I used to do. I love that. I miss that. Why can't she come along with my journey instead of scrutinizing me? And then that's money gone from me. It's not about the money, but that was money gone
Jesus, he uploaded a video to talk about rectum ulcers. That's gotta fucking hurt.
from me. Then street performing. I said to her, hey, I don't want to move away from Baltimore. You may be thinking, why? That's where my home base is. My gigs, my performances, everything. Keep in mind, I didn't have a job.
It just
Like-
and again, I don't know this woman's side of the story, so I'm not gonna just knock her. But the story he's telling me here is that it sounds like she's like, I want you to be around all the time. I want you to make money, and I want to go wherever we want and do everything. And like, if you do every single thing she asks, you're just broke in like random places, not really doing anything. Like you can't these are contradictory requests.
When I say I don't have a job, like a real
Classic
job,
fixer. I mean, it
a
does
real
sound like that, yeah.
job is, going in 9 to 5. I didn't have a real job for over 10 years. It was YouTube and playing my horn. That's how I paid all my bills. So when we got married and we moved out to Baltimore to somewhere else that I didn't want to be, she said, hey, how come you're not paying the bills? And I was like, what?
You moved me away from my home, and now you're surprised that I can't pay the bills in my home? What?
I have a job. I have a 9 to 5 job. I don't make enough from this 9 to 5 job to pay all these bills. Before then,
And notice it's not our bills, it's my bills.
I could street performing in YouTube. I made enough money off of that to pay the bills. Now I'm working 9 to 5 all day long, and that's not a complaint because there are people who do that. But I had something that most people wish they had. Most people wish they can go out, make some money, pay their bills, and have all day off. That was a gift.
Yeah, he made more money doing what he loved than what she wanted him to do. Yeah, that's just like, you're not compatible, man. This woman is taking advantage of you.
That was something, that was something that I had. Now, you can take this video as me complaining, crying, I messed up. It is all of that. It is true. I am complaining. I am hurt. I made some mistakes. I did some dumb things. And you're right. It is my fault. I chose to sell my channel. I chose to give up this thing, not realizing, say, you know what? This is my YouTube channel. This is my life. You can't come into my life and dictate to me and tell me what's better for me because you don't see it from my perspective. And then get mad at me when I lose all of those things that I can't do, and I can't do what you think I should do.
I have no doubt that he did some dumb things. Yeah, I imagine that's probably the case. I don't think he's going to give his most charitable version of his wife's story here either. But again, like, if you're quitting your YouTube channel, moving away from your fucking place, and you're being asked to, like, this is just, it sounds like a super toxic relationship at the very least. These people were definitely not compatible.
I've never been that way. It's like you're trying to tell me to walk or run a lap or a race with no legs. You're trying to tell me to do something that I innately just cannot do. And when I say I can't do that, it's just an excuse. So I'm moving out. In 2 weeks, I'll be moving out. I'll have my own place again. I'm starting over, starting my life over.
Good shit. You fucking
And
kill it,
guys
dude.
know I couldn't make videos when in the house. The only time I can make YouTube videos is when she's gone. And you might be thinking, well, why is that? She would come in here from her room and say, hey, you're too loud. Hey, I'm trying to read. I'm like, wait, what? I gotta talk. I gotta make a video. I'm disturbing her.
Bro, I just realized this woman probably doesn't have a job. Is that you think that's the case? Because if this guy's home all day working on his shit while she's working, then he wouldn't have these problems, right? Because if she's out and working her job, he should have the opportunity to make videos without anybody home, to have perfect time. That's got it. Highly possible. I mean, I'm not going to call it a 100% here, but I mean, it sounds like he's either doing these videos at the stupidest possible time, or she's unemployed and just mooching off of the nothing that he could provide because she forced him to get another job.
And yes, I'm venting and I'm ranting. If you stayed this long, thank you. If you didn't, it's okay.
Hell yeah,
but
dude.
I needed to get this off my chest because it was brewing. I am deeply hurt. And I hurt myself. I don't blame her at all.
You should, though.
Everything that I've chosen.
I mean, if 90%, I'm sorry, if majority of what you're saying in this video is true, you should absolutely blame her. You should blame yourself because getting married was really fucking stupid, but you should absolutely hold resentment for her, because if you don't hold resentment for her, you're gonna probably end up fucking her, and then you're gonna like get back with her, and then you're gonna delete your YouTube channel again. So you should probably try to like hold some resentment.
To do is because I wanted to do it. I wanted to make someone happy. I thought I can be that person for someone else, and I thought I can do it. I thought I can give.
Because some dude will make a whole ass video like this and then start fucking the girl again. That literally happens all the. You'll have a person make like have this triumphant statement or whatever and explain how their lives have been irreparably damaged, and then they'll just go back and start banging the girl again.
Get away from YouTube and Yu-Gi-Oh and street performing. I thought I could go back to school and pass and get a real job and make some good money to pay all my bills. I thought I could be that man who could do those things. But the truth is, I have special gifts and talents that other people wish.
If she's unemployed, then no wonder she wants him to quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably thinks he should be spending money to supply her lifestyle. I gotta be honest, that is how I read that when he said it. Like, that was kind of what I was thinking, but I don't know if that's just a bad judgment on my part.
They had to be able to pay and make money and do things in ways people wish they could. It's ironic, isn't it? It's ironic that I wish that I can go to school and work on.
Coming back to hit is XQC energy. No, XQC is the perfect one. XQC has the worst ex-girlfriend I've ever seen, ever, of all time. Okay? She sued him to try to convince a jury, or whatever, not a jury, but like to convince people that she had a common law marriage so he could take this fucking dude's car and sell it and shit and take half his fucking money. Okay? Just because he dumped her. Alright? That woman is a trifling fucking... Is that the right word? Trifling? That woman is the worst, alright? And he still went back and plowed. Alright? XQC can get any woman he wants. He doesn't even have to speak English to do it. Okay? He could fuck all the way through Twitch. And he went back and he fucked his ex-girlfriend who's suing him and stole his car. That's how guys are.
9-to-5 job all day long to pay all my bills. It's ironic that I want to do what people hate to do. They
What
hate
is Bunty
to go
King to
in
you?
and
A person?
live a
Who
mundane
is Bunty
life.
King?
Nicholas DeOrio? They want to have their own business.
I'm just saying, that guy can literally say konnichiwa, and then like the hottest girl you've ever seen's pants would drop because he's a multi-millionaire who loses fucking millions playing stake gambling on fucking Kick. Okay? Literally, this guy can support anyone's lifestyle. He has enough money for 3 divorces before he starts to feel it. Okay? I don't know, man.
They want to make their
You could cut this guy's net worth 6 different times, and he's still more rich than anybody in this fucking chat, including me.
money. They want to have their free time. I had that. Literally, I would work 3 days.
You can literally add all of us together, and we wouldn't even make up XQC's losses on his previous gambling stream. That guy could literally fuck anybody he wants.
3 hours a day. And have enough at the end of the month to pay all my bills and do whatever I need and travel. But that wasn't good enough for the person I was with. It wasn't
He has your
security.
pinball machine on. Bro, listen, all right? Stand back. I'm a watch guy now, okay?
What if?
I've talked to my authorized dealer, and I want to buy a Batman. Not even a Bat. I want to buy a Batgirl.
You didn't make enough was the question. What about medical bills? What about this? What about that? What about retirement? What about all the stuff? So.
No, don't buy a Batgirl? Why? Do you think it looks better or worse with Jubilee? I think it looks pretty fire.
I truly want to
Unless
be
you think I'm
with
talking about, like, actual Batgirl. Like, I'm buying, like, the character.
full time. Not for a living. Yes, money comes along with it. And yes, my channel is dead. But I'll do it as a hobby because I like doing it and I can't give it up. I've made a video about not giving up before. I said I would never give up. I just can't.
My only decent watch that I own is a Tudor. It's a Tudor Tiger. I'm pretty sure it's a reference to Tiger Woods. And it was my uncle's watch or whatever. And it's got like a cool, like special engraving on it. It's pretty sick.
I enjoy making videos. I enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I enjoy being with my friends and doing those things. Even at this age, even 15 years later.
Nick, after the hentai segment, I'm gonna buy Batgirl.
I'm done.
Dude, I respect this guy for posting this fucking video and just saying this shit out loud. And I hope it helps his channel. I hope he grows from it. Microsoft Edge and learning. Thank you for the tips guide. I don't care about Microsoft Edge, sir. But thank you. Nice. Let me pull this up. Wonder what people are saying on this. What's his channel name? His channel is Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. That is him.
Thanks for watching. You can leave a comment. Tell me. I will. I'm stuttering.
You avoided the biggest trap card of your life. Not quite. Not quite. If she doesn't love you at your Karibo, then she doesn't deserve you at your Dark Magician. She told him it's either me or Yu-Gi-Oh! He activated Mystical Space Typhoon and negated their marriage contract. She didn't support you in your journey, but we will. New subscriber. That's crazy. Simo! Sorry to hear that you were in a miserable relationship. Wishing you all the best on your new journey. I can't get over how much older he looks now. I know you're in a lot of pain right now. I relate to you. I have kidney disease and other issues with my body. I'm in pain every day now. I wish you the best, and I hope we can connect. No Diddy. Jesus. Wow. Sounds like she was trying to turn you into the trophy man of her fantasies instead of helping you become a better version of who you are. True. As soon as she said get rid of those cards, I would not have married her. I remember watching your videos when I was 13 or 14. I'm 26 now. I've lost homes, friends, families, pets, all my cards since then, but I'm glad to see this video. You are a huge part of my childhood. Aw. What did this guy used to make? Let me see. 7 days ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, 10 months ago. What are his... Oh god, I just saw an Omegle video. Let me see. I got divorced. That's a crazy thumbnail. Popular.
I'm a dump. Where you at? Where this counterpunch to the gravy? Yeah.
Let me see. 4.6 million views. Wow. Use code JOBBER to save 10% on your offer. I'm JRB Jobber. Yeah, he's gone, isn't he? From this channel, at least.
38? Yeah. You played 2? God. Ah! Ding, 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 ding.
The fucking sound effects kill me, bro. That's so fun. Will I survive my... I will
First of
survive
all-
my divorce. Yes, dude. He's hype.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Ever since I uploaded that divorce video, a lot of things have been happening.
Bro, I just hope this guy doesn't make a video and talk about what animes he likes. This is so wholesome. I just don't want to know, man.
A lot of questions, a lot of positivity, which I thank people for the positivity and the negativity. When you have such a polarizing topic and it's you, sometimes it feels like you're fighting for your opinion to be
I'm glad
right.
he gets to play cards again. Me too. Yeah, this is fucking... This is nice.
But
Seeing somebody get their life back together.
I've realized that you just can't please everyone.
Yes.
You can only do what you can do as yourself.
Yes.
Live your life the best that you can.
Yes.
And move on. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So I want to leave a question here to you guys. How do I move on? Now, I'm going to tell you my plan on how I want to move on, but this is where I need your help. What do you think I should do? Do you think my plan is sound? And I'm not going to talk too much or let me just get straight to the point because I don't want to waste your time. I move out tomorrow. I found a new place. Yes, it's a room, $600 a month, all utilities included.
All right, don't give us too much information on where you're moving, buddy. That's probably not a good idea.
Bam.
You haven't been back on YouTube in a while, but people be crazy around here.
I have a job? Yes. I am a
Okay, all right, I'm not gonna watch any more of this. I don't know. Jesus Christ! All right, congratulations, dude. I'm rooting for you. I don't need to know that information. Stop telling everybody. Oh fuck. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh teacher. Yeah, dude. Holy shit. All right, guys. I think we're wrapping it up. We did a solid 5.5 hours. I was looking to do between 5 and 6, so I'm quite literally right there, exactly where I need to be. I had a good time tonight. This was fun. The Muda stuff was pretty depressing, but whatever. It is the nature of the fucking space. Let me run through some donos real fast.